તેને તારું ઓનું બહુ ગમે છે કે શું?
Hi guys, welcome to Mom and Me. A lot of you guys ask me about what to feed babies, if I have any food chart, any recipes, etc. So instead of replying each of you separately, I decided to do this video in which I have included a food chart towards the end of the video. I've also included few recipes, food ideas for breakfast, lunch, evening snacks and dinner. So make sure to watch this video till the end if you wish to refer to the weekly food chart for 4 meals a day. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe to Mom and Me. It costs nothing to you but means the world to me. I want to achieve 50k subscribers before 2018 year ends. So please do subscribe and hit the bell icon for new video updates. And without any further ado, let's get started. In this video, I'm assuming that you have already started solids for your 6 months baby, and hence I'll take you to the next step, that is 7 to 9 to 12 months. Between 7 to 9 months, your baby will sprout his first tooth. A baby usually starts crawling by this time, so your baby is ready to enjoy food options from simple purees to exciting semi-solid foods. As physical activities like rolling, crawling of your child increase, his appetite also improves and increases. So let's start exploring the foods that your baby can eat at this stage. Just a disclaimer here that I am sharing food options and ideas based on my experience of being a mom, and I'm not a professional. Before I touch base on solid foods, I would like to mention continue to breastfeed or formula feed your baby as much as required, as still milk will be your baby's big source of hydration. So do not neglect milk just because your baby has started solids. However, your baby is now at the age when just milk will not provide all the nutrition and fulfill hunger. So time for solids. I'll show you food ideas and recipes for different kinds of grains and lentils, also what fruits and vegetables you can introduce, dairy items, finger foods or snacking items you can give to your baby. So let's get started. Rice and dals. I'm a Gujarati and I have raised my kids on khichdi. I cannot stress enough on how complete khichdi diet is. It has lentils, which is source of protein. It has rice, which helps in better sleep and gives a feeling of fulfillment. It has ghee, good for bones and sprouting of teeth. Ghee also helps in baby sleep longer, as adding ghee won't make your baby feel hungry very easily and he will sleep for longer. Lastly, I add milk to adjust the consistency of my khichdi that my baby likes, and also because milk is a wholesome diet. So first one is sadi or plain khichdi. To make this, I take 1 spoon rice and 1 spoon lentil. I prefer to use either split moong dal or yellow moong dal for my baby khichdi recipe, as these are the only 2 dals that are easy to digest. I will wash rice and dal, add water to it. Water should be around 2 inches above the level of grains. I'll now add little salt, haldi or turmeric powder, hing or asafoetida and fenugreek seeds. Each one of these has its own importance. Haldi improves immunity. Hing relieves any gas if baby develops after eating, and fenugreek or methi seeds acts as a pain relief. I'll now close the pressure cooker and cook this khichdi for 3 whistles, then turn flame on slow for next 3 to 5 minutes before turning the flame off. We need soft khichdi, so there is no harm in going for 1 additional whistle. Better be safe than sorry. Once your khichdi is ready, add ghee while it's still hot. Add breast milk or formula milk to adjust the consistency. I personally boil A2 cow's milk and add to my khichdi, but cow's milk is usually not recommended before 1 year. But we all introduce cow milk in India before baby turns 1 year. So it's up to you which type of milk you want to add. So guys, this is very simple yet a very fulfilling recipe for your baby. I give this to Kushank, my son, every night, and he sleeps straight 3 to 5 hours before waking up at night. You can also make vegetable or masala khichdi as you call it, wherein you can add a little chopped potatoes, spinach, carrot, or you can even add green peas or veggie of your choice to make masala khichdi. But I offer him masala khichdi during the daytime, as eating so many veggies, it's high chance for him to poop, which obviously I don't want him to do middle of the night. But rest of the recipe will remain same. So this was all about khichdi, or introducing rice grain and lentils in your baby. Semolina. You can also introduce semolina or suji. I'll show you a quick upma recipe. I usually keep this option for times of crisis, as it literally only takes 5 minutes and it tastes delicious. So for upma, I take drop or two of oil, which is completely optional. You can avoid it. I will then add a very small portion of finely chopped potato, then add suji, roast it with potato, then add spices. I usually add 1 curry leaf, dhana jiru, which is coriander and cumin powder, turmeric and salt. I then add water. Water should be enough for potato to soften and still upma to be of runny consistency when ready. So add little more. Cook for 5 minutes, keep adding water if required. Mash upma with potato masher so that it's soft and puree type. Finally, add lemon before serving. Personally, I add little mustard seed and jeera seeds as I introduce spices very early, but that's my choice. I also add little black pepper to anything and everything I feed my baby. I did the same with Dhyani as well, who is now 2.5 years old, and she can handle red chili, green chili and other spices and eats whatever we eat at home. I never cook separately for her, and this is exactly how I started solids for her too. So I am repeating same for my 7.5 months baby boy Kushank. It's completely your choice what and how you want to introduce and what you want to take away from this video. Oats. I leave oatmeal usually for morning breakfast, as you can get so many options. You can choose oatmeal of your choice, but I do not buy any baby cereal food that you get at the supermarkets. Instead, what I do is give him what we eat. For instance, this organic muesli. I crush the oatmeal in mortar and pestle to coarse and not very fine, then take it out in a bowl. I add to this a little milk and then I'll microwave it for 1 or 2 minutes. This way, I'm trying to introduce what we eat, a gradual transition. I think the right term is baby-led weaning, where you serve the baby what you eat so that baby starts eating what you eat. Wheat. I also introduce wheat grain in form of sheera or wheat bix cereal. I'll show you a simple sheera recipe. Add little ghee to a pan, add 1 spoon wheat flour, mix it till it's brown, add good to taste and then immediately add hot water. Keep hot water ready. Mix and your sheera is ready. This is also a quick sankat samay recipe, as we call it. I also sometimes give Weet-Bix to Kushank. Weet-Bix is very bland, so I make dry fruits and dates milk and add Weet-Bix to it to give it beautiful taste. Seriously, it's the one to die for. I always make a little more so that even I can have a little. All I do is boil some milk, add 1 date, few dry fruits of your choice. I have taken 2 cashews and 2 almonds. I'm coarsely grinding it using mortar and pestle, then add this to the milk. I'll use a hand blender to blend this milk and put it again on high flame for 3 to 4 boils before transferring it into a bowl. While it's still hot, I'll add Weet-Bix to it and yummy cereal is ready. Because Kushank is still very young, he's only 7.5 months, I give him a little runny consistency cereal or khichdi and everything. But as he will grow, I'll give him a little thick, whether it's cereal or khichdi. So keep this in mind as well. Broken wheat or dalia. To make dalia, I take a pressure cooker, add ghee to it, add 1 spoon dalia, mix it till golden brown, add 2 cups of water, add jaggery to taste and 1 or 2 cardamom. Pressure cook it for 4 whistles, then simmer for around 10 minutes. You need to cook dalia on low flame for good amount of time for it to be well cooked. I like to add more water and cook it for around 10 to 15 minutes on low flame because dalia takes longer to cook, so you always want to add more water. This way it gets soft and it has runny texture and it's so yummy. Moong. The last grain at this age I'll introduce is Moong, but like Dalia, Moong needs to be cooked well as well. You can actually soak it for few hours if you want to cook it faster, but I don't soak simply because I forget, mommy brain. So I cook it when I want without soaking, but you need to pressure cook it for 3 to 4 whistles, then on low flame for around 10 to 15 minutes. Make sure to add enough water so that it doesn't burn. Mistakes we all do as new mom. I usually add salt, black pepper, methi seeds, hing, and haldi all while boiling, and lemon just before serving, just a couple of drops. I always eat his moong leftovers. It's so yummy. Even my daughter Dhyani likes to eat whatever my baby boy eats. So these recipes are not just for the baby but also for the toddler. You can feed these foods, all of these recipes, to your toddler as well at any given age, and that's the beauty about introducing your little one to such foods. Fruits. Don't ignore the power of fruits as it provides a lot of nutrients and fiber in your baby's food. I mash a fruit as afternoon snack for my baby every afternoon. I like to use papaya, avocado, mango, banana, kiwi, pears, apples, dates, plums. Sky is the limit. Fruits are best given in the mornings or in afternoons, usually when stomach is empty so that body can absorb the fibers and process it in the intestine, relieving us from constipation. I prefer afternoon time around 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. as we have just woken up from afternoon nap and I haven't got any cooked food ready. So fruits are my go-to in the afternoons. It's easy and quick and yet extremely healthy. So I do not have this mommy guilt that I didn't work hard for my baby. Also, don't restrict or limit yourself by giving just one fruit. Do combinations like banana and kiwi, banana and mango also taste good, pear and apple, and so on. So, be imaginative, be creative, and you'll see your baby will love eating fruits. In the afternoon, I'll also give my baby some finger food like baby cucumber, carrot, figs, or anything. And there are two purposes to this. He will start eating it by himself, he plays with it, and then it's good for his gums as well because he's teething right now. So, there are many benefits. They eat, self learn to eat, and play with it. I prefer cereals, oats, wheat based soup, and toast in the mornings and fruits in the afternoon. This brings me to my next recipe of vegetable soup. I also make vegetable soup quite a lot, and my little one seems to like it a lot. You can add any vegetables in it, but this is how I make my signature baby soup. I take a cooker, add one tomato, half gajar or carrot in it, very little ginger, beetroot, and some spinach leaves. Add water to this and boil for 3 whistles. Blend and sieve, and yummy soup is ready. Keep the consistency thick so that even if your baby drinks a little bit, he has got the nutrients from it. As I said, I make this soup quite a lot, at least 2 to 3 times a week in the morning breakfast. And we usually eat toast with it. So we really like the 7 grains toast. And then I toast it and we eat it with it, but I also make Kushang eat just a little bit, and he really seems to like it. So you can actually try that with your baby as well. Don't give the sides, only give the middle portion. And this is the butter that I use, the Lepak spreadable butter, and it's very much like makhan. So I like to give this as well. Another way to introduce veggies in lunch is to make one pot meal. You can take any veggie, dudhi, methi, green peas, etc. Today I'll show you how I make one pot palak paneer and rice for my baby. I'll take a pressure cooker, add 1 clove of garlic to it. I'll add a little onion to it and also half a tomato. I have taken the skin of the tomato because it's easier to mash it later on. And after adding this, I will give it a little mix before adding spinach, then spices, and I'll keep it very simple. Just a little bit of haldi, which I always prefer to add to my baby's food, a little bit of salt, and also little cumin and jeera powder. Now to this I am going to add rice. Now rice is just 1 spoon, 1 tablespoon. I have pre-soaked this rice and I am going to add rice and the water. You want to add a little bit more water because you will be cooking it in the pressure cooker at least for 3 to 4 whistles. I have this homemade paneer which I will also add to this recipe. And if you're interested how to make paneer at home, keep watching. I'll show you the paneer recipe in the dairy food section. કેવું છે ધ્યાન બહુ સરસ મમ્મી છે. Dairy, yogurt and homemade paneer are another dairy items that you can give to your baby at this age. I make paneer at home and here is a quick recipe. I will boil milk. It is about to boil. Add dahi and lemon. I usually mix dahi and lemon in a little bowl just before the milk is about to boil, and I will add it at this time, and then you will see that the milk will curdle and the paneer will separate. This is the time that you will turn the flame off, sieve it, and paneer is ready. I usually press it if I have to use it for palak paneer etc., but you can give this crumbled texture to your baby. I also like to give dahi or yogurt to my baby, but only in summers and at daytime, not in winters or nighttime, as according to Ayurveda, consumption of curd at night is not good as it leads to mucus development. I like to add few blueberries to yogurt if I am serving it as a dessert, but if I am serving it with lunch, I just add black pepper. Also, yogurt is a genius way to introduce chili to your baby. I sometimes add dal, rice, a little veggie that I have made that has a little chili. I will mix all food, add yogurt to it, and make it mild and feed my baby. This is how I introduce chili to my daughter, and she eats mild spicy hakka noodles too, and she is only 2.5 years old. So try it this way and you'll see that slowly and gradually your baby will start eating green chilies, red chili, and you won't even realize it. So guys, that's it about this video. I hope you really like these recipes and my efforts, because it took me a very long time to film this video and editing was crazy. So please do give this video a big thumbs up, and if you have got more recipes, please share them in the comment section below. And if I have quite a few recipes, then I'll definitely consider making another video on it, and we can this way help each other and help a lot of mommies out there. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.